patients and 49 companions traveled for treatment outside Gaza via the Rafah border crossing. The ministry confirmed that the Medical Referrals Committee continues to monitor and oversee patient travel cases, reiterating that thousands of patients and wounded individuals are still awaiting permission to travel and complete their treatment outside Gaza Strip.
And for more on the recent developments regarding the situation in Gaza, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest, Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, our international relations expert. Dr. Mohamed, a very good morning to you, sir.
Thank you.
Doctor, can you hear us?
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Doctor, and thank you very much for your time this morning, Dr. Mohamed. Now, of course, we are seeing efforts to sustain the de-escalation and the humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip still very precarious. Also, political realities on the ground continue to shift, to deteriorating some of the conditions for the citizens of Gaza. How do you see the recent developments unfolding in the Gaza Strip? We've also seen the Security Council defining what they've called a stalled progress in Gaza, which is failure to sustain the ceasefire terms, as well as failure of humanitarian aid access. How do you see these recent developments, Doctor?
Well, we can start with the humanitarian situation.
Yes.
And the threat continues to deteriorate dramatically, and the ongoing military tensions, political deadlock, and third shortage of food, medicine, electricity,
yes,
and clean water. International organizations and humanitarian agencies have repeatedly warned that Gaza is approaching a catastrophic stage, particularly with the destruction of infrastructure and the increasing displacement of the civilians. The continuation of restrictions of the humanitarian access has further complicated relief operations, while hospitals and medical facilities remain under numerous pressure due to shortage of medicine supplies.
Yes.
The humanitarian dimension of the conflict has become one of the most urgent international concerns, promoting intensified diplomatic activity from regional and global actors.
Absolutely.
So, up till now, Israel didn't want to move to phase 2 or second phase of the agreement, and still strike Gaza Strip and kill a lot of civilians. His Excellency Mohamed al-Sisi made a great effort to make a pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu to stop these strikes and move to phase 2. We saw that Donald Trump, when he called his Excellency Mohamed al-Sisi from 2 days to tell him about the point of the agreement of Iran, His Excellency Mohamed al-Sisi assured Donald Trump that we need to stop the to continue ceasefire in Gaza, and we want to move to always Egypt try to do their best in the Palestinian case.
Indeed. Now, Dr. Mohamed, in your opinion, sir, what indicators would clearly determine whether the current ceasefire is holding or remains viable, or whether it has effectively collapsed?
Well, all the world know that there is an indication between the United States and the Iran. And Benjamin Netanyahu didn't want these negotiations to success. So he tried to make escalation in the south of Lebanon and Gaza, try to put a pressure on Donald Trump to leave the negotiations with Iran and continue work. So he used the cards of the south of Lebanon and the Palestinians as a card to play with it with Donald Trump. Also, although all of this, Egypt continues to play the most influential and consistent mediating role in the Gaza crisis.
And aside from the mediating role, as well as with assistance on the ground, we've just seen the 202nd aid convoy arriving, filled with trucks loaded with assistance to really deal with the precarious situation of the citizens and civilians in Palestine and Gaza.
Well, about Egyptian rule as a mediator in Gaza, Cairo has intensified the communication with all forces involved, including Israel, Hamas, Palestinian factions, and the United States and Qatar, in an effort to preserve calm and prevent a complete collapse of the negotiations. Egypt's role is based on its historical experience in Palestinian-Israeli mediation, its geographical proximity to Gaza, and its strategic interest in maintaining regional stability.
Absolutely.
So Egypt always assured that on humanitarian aid, Egypt wants to send a lot of humanitarian aid to Palestinian people. Also, medical aid convoy, food relief shipment, emergency healthcare support, evacuation and treatment of injured Palestinians, international humanitarian coordination efforts. Many fields of efforts that Egypt tried to do in the field of Gaza.
Indeed, right. We'll leave it at that. I'd like to thank you very, very much for your time this morning. Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, our Professor of International Relations. Many thanks, sir, for your time and for joining us on the morning's edition of The Breakfast Show. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and we'll be back for more. Do stay tuned.
O Allah, here I am, there is no partner unto you, here I am, all praise and